Oh, hi, Pops. Hello, everyone.
Good morning. It's Victoria.
And 20.
20's doing research for Sam.
Research for Sam. Good
That's
one.
right.
No, we don't want to tag Eric Stafford. Hello,
No.
Amber.
Amber, welcome to the show.
Hello, Natalie.
Dooby doo doo doo. Doo doo. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum,
Yummy
bum.
Yaz.
Everyone is here.
Jody.
That's cool. Natalie, Joe,
Shannon.
Shannon too.
That's the Shannon I was thinking, but it wasn't it Shannon.
Correct.
Hello, Jose.
We've got many Shannons.
We do. Hello, Leah.
Alrighty.
Andrew Maxwell.
How do I search on this for term? No, you talk.
Oh, okay. Well, don't ask. Right, Bernadette, Virginia, hello, and Michael Sims. So, 20's searching for something for Sam.
All right.
Good morning, afternoon. It's our morning. Must be your afternoon. Hello, Jack Spin.
Hey, Jack. How are you?
Go to freeneville.com.
That's right.
Join us where 20.
Join us in Manifesting Mastery because, let's be honest, it gets results.
Yep. Hello, Barbara Clark and Alice. So join us in Manifesting Mastery, and for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
All
right.
This is a damn good lecture, but I can't find what I want. All right.
You need a search.
I don't have a search button on this thing that I know of. All right. Good morning, Bria. Welcome to the show. All right. So, Sam, where are you? All right. So, today we've got a really special super show, guys.
Yeah.
Victoria did all the homework, right?
I've done all the homework.
That's right.
What's
Excellent.
the super special show?
It's a super special show we're going to be exploring today.
Hello, Barbara Clark, Lynn, Stella, Jim, Heidi.
Brilliant.
Hello, Alice.
Yes, where's
And
that
Joe,
from?
without an E. Joe Moon. What are you doing?
I'm looking at that light.
Oh, don't worry about it.
All right. Anyway,
Okay.
we'll do it this way.
So, special show today.
All right, we've got a very special show today, guys. We're going to talk about bridges and bumps.
and bumps.
Bridges and bumps, and I couldn't find a quote, but that's fine because you guys can. After the show, put it in the comments for bonus points. Joe without any.
Hello,
Claudia. So, hey, we've got just a few openings left for Sunday's live call. So join us, right? It's a hell of a lot of fun. Heidi shows up on almost all of them. Sometimes
Yes.
she shows up twice on them. Joe has been on them as well.
Yes.
Claudia. Yes, indeed, as well. So, by the way, if you like the calls, tell people, right? Like, share
Yeah.
here. Just say they
Yeah.
rock or suck or something.
Hello,
that
NJ.
definitely don't suck, as you know. So, Sheena,
No, they
welcome
don't.
to the show. All right, so bridges and bumps, guys. So Sam put up a question, something about the most interesting bumps or bridges that like seemed bad at the time but turned out to be good, that kind of thing. And there was another requesting it. I don't have it all in front of me. I apologize about the difference between dropping the seed and digging up the seed kind of thing. And so I want to start with the second one first, since we don't have a Neville Goddard quote. All right.
Yes.
So, here's how pretty cool and simple this is, right? When you know pizza's for lunch, you don't obsess about it all morning. You just know pizza's for lunch. And every now and then the thought may show up because you've already experienced pizza for lunch.
Yeah.
But the moment you go Chinese is for lunch and you have a total reformat of the hard drive, that dug up the pizza seed. So if I decide, like Victoria and I talked in the morning before I went swimming yesterday, and I mentioned, hey, the place up on the hill, they have food, right?
Yes.
And oh, cool, right? So but neither one of us. Can I shoot you a link for the live call? If you go to freeneville.com, you'll see a banner right at the top. That'll be where that is, Barbara. So, cool. So, I didn't go swimming and hang out with the guys and obsessed with pizza, thinking about it every moment, right? I already know what lunch is. If anything, I'm relieved. You get it? By the way, this is the relief that I like. Some people go, yep, I manifested enough to pay the bills again this month. I know I did it. I feel it real. Okay? That's crazy, right? That's called you will drive yourself nuts. Versus, if I actually know pizza's for lunch, I can get on with my day. I don't think about where I'm going to stop. What do I do? Blah, 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 blah. It's done. So when you plant a seed and you let it there, everything changes. You don't have to obsess about it. You don't think about it all the time. Pizza's lunch taken care of.
Yeah.
Joe says, do a few calls and you'll be amazed. And talk on them, you'll love it.
And you'll move.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
Sam is in a GFC at the minute. Oh,
All
there's
right. Like KFC.
Yeah, get the Stinger Winger things. They were
I've
good.
given up on. I've had it twice now.
Well, you
not
got
doing
the
it again.
shittiest thing on the menu.
Probably.
All right, so Sam,
Okay.
we're going to dive into your question about bridges, right? Because Neville says that once you move, you will cross a bridge of incidence, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't say your vibration will align with the rest of the things in the universe and they will vibrate magically towards you and you can sit in your closet all day and chant yippee, right? He says you'll cross a bridge of incidence, which I got to tell you, probably in almost all areas of my life, almost all the time involves me doing something. And I know that's not the popular thing and people say, well, Neville says do nothing. No, Neville says you can do nothing to make it happen and you will naturally play your part. So, shall I share one of mine, or you shall share one of yours,
You
Victoria?
share one of yours.
Okay, cool. So many moons ago, I decided I was lazy. I mean, effective. God, words have power. Don't ever call yourself lazy. People think you're lazy.
You were a lazy, you mean effective.
I mean, effective. Yes, I was not lazy, Frankie.
Effectively lazy.
Yeah, I decided to be effective, Chris Smith.
Yes.
So, as a marketer,
Yeah.
by the way, I love calling myself a marketer and a spiritual teacher because people hate those things. It's like marketers are bad and spiritual
Well,
teachers, they're all
especially if you team
full
them
of
together, it
themselves, right?
sounds like,
oh my God, talk about
oh,
fun.
the worst of the worst.
See, but marketers, if they're actually marketing something cool that they believe in, that's a tremendous gift to the world. And a spiritual teacher that's not walking around wearing orange robes saying, I am the Spirit of God, you'll catch on because I wear an orange robe. Right, I drink whiskey and smoke cigars. Meanwhile, back at the French. So, I decided many moons ago that I was lazy. I mean, effective. Right? And so I was reading about this thing called market research. Right? Market research. That sounds like fun. Market research. Right? I did about 10 minutes of it and decided I am not designed to do market research. Right? I'm designed to create things, to share the cool experiences that I have. So I put up this really crazy little thing, and it was for some ridiculously cheap amount of money.
Yeah.
I will make you a custom recording.
Oh, I remember this.
Oh, yes, you do, because
I bought one. Yes.
Yeah, and so this crazy Forex trader in Melbourne buys one, and he shares it with his friend, and she buys one,
Yes.
and they both share it with their friends, and
So
all
I
their
bought one.
and all their friends buy one, right? So I think you were the third,
Yeah.
right? And then suddenly they fly me here, right? Now here's the thing: I was imagining something different in life, right? Just a total right. You know, what do I really want? And among other things, I imagined being held and touched in a particular way and having a particular kind of life. And guess what happens? Okay, I meet her,
Yeah.
and we grow close,
Yeah.
and we get married. Now, the cool thing is, the bridge that got me here was me thinking, I'm lazy, I'm ineffective, right? And to be lazy,
I
effective,
don't like market
right?
research.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to charge a ridiculously cheap amount of money to have people send me, what's your problem, right?
Yeah.
Let's do a couple emails back and forth and really explore you and your problem so I can make you a custom recording and then resell it, right? Those were the terms. But here's the cool thing, right? That was me doing market research. I thought I was doing this, that way I could get paid while people tell me exactly what their problems are. Exactly, and we can explore that and create products from that, right?
Yeah.
So I thought I was doing it for one reason, and I was, rationally.
Yeah.
But the bridge, yeah, a little tiny special offer, for some ridiculously cheap amount of money, I got moved around the world. That
Yeah.
hurt. Life is good. All right. Sam said,
Say?
if anyone calls themselves a holy man, get away from them. That is right, Sam. Holy Swiss. Wayne, Blanca, welcome to the show.
Hello.
So, Victoria,
Yes.
you want to share one of your bridges? I got more.
Do you remember one of mine?
No.
Oh, okay. Give us another one.
Alrighty, cool. So, see, bridges to me are fascinating because Victoria was cutting a straw with scissors,
Yes.
right, and a hacksaw, and like all sorts of
Tried
things,
the
right?
hacksaw,
Because she wanted
it was
to make soil.
a
right?
bale of lucerne I'd
Right?
buy.
So she'd buy it by the bale and cut it apart with scissors and hacksaws and
garden.
hatchets and stuff. and I imagined a better way. And so we talked about it while she's saying, stir it with the shovel, cut it with the thing. And it's like, I'm lazy. I'm ineffective. Right? And so we ended up going inside, and we got on eBay. And we found like a $500 chipper on sale for like $150 or $100 or something.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was right around the corner.
Yeah.
So I find bridges fascinating because they can be something as simple as eBay, a special offer. They can be anything. And that to me is the cool thing, because when some people say, well, I want to condition my bridges, right? Because I want $1 million, but I don't want it to come through an insurance settlement. And I want $1 million, but I don't want it to come through a car accident. It's like, what are you imagining? Fuck, man.
Yeah.
You're imagining bad bridges.
Yeah.
Right? Don't. You can just imagine. You know what? I'm a millionaire and I enjoy the whole damn thing. Because if you're imagining, oh, I'd feel guilty if I was a millionaire and my parents died, and then I'd have to wake up at 3 a.m. and be drinking all the time, hanging out with loose women. Just why do that? Right? Just wait. What do you really want?
Yeah.
So how's that, Victoria?
That's Ace. Don't move your feet.
I see him down there. That's pretty cool.
So what's Sam got? There are loads of coincidences that are happening that I know I'm a part of a bridge. They're super cool for me. Oh, cool. And I'm obviously what is that?
Do you want to read it?
Well, I'm down to oblivious at the time. No.
There are loads of coincidences that are happening, and I know are part of a bridge. They're super cool. See, for me, everything's part of a bridge. If you're in your state, everything that's happening to you, everything that's happening through you, that's part of the plan. Bruce, for fuck's sake,
Okay.
stop it. So here's what's cool, right? What if you didn't notice any of these things? I'm too busy to notice my bridges. And I get that, so that's where you're heading. For me, I don't notice a bridge until way after.
Yeah. Yes.
Right. So Andrew brought Emmett over one day.
Yeah.
Right. And he was just this little puppy thing fit in the palm of his hand. And I thought, boy, that's pretty cool. Tell me your story. And he told me the story. And it's like, that's what I want, a puppy that shows up on my doorstep.
Yeah.
Right. That was a bridge. Neither one of us knew it at the time. But Emmett became our puppy whenever Andrew and Yasmin moved where they couldn't have puppies.
Yeah.
And so bridges are fascinating. They're always there. And if you're living from your state, if you're living from something else, like, oh my God, I mean, well, you're going to have bridges to that.
Yeah.
So, Barbara says, seems to me that everything is part of a bridge. You just don't see that at the time, but it comes after. Guys.
Yeah, there's a walker. Who trying to swap back that way.
All right.
Bruce!
So,
Hey, Brucey boy!
Leah's got some good stuff for manifesting mastery going on.
Cool. Yes, lovely.
So, here's my question: do you have enough buns in the oven that the bumps in the bridges don't bother you? Because here's what I notice: if somebody's talking about, well, you're like, I'm afraid you don't have enough buns in the oven. Yeah. Because if you've really moved into your desired end, right, I'm done with that one. Let me dial up another one. Okay, so you nail something, you know it's done, and then you step back and it's like my imagination goes, wow, and it could be that a comet hits the planet and destroys everyone, and I win it through a class action lawsuit, but I'm the only one left on Earth. You get it? It wants to be busy. Give it a job. So notice if you're imagining bad bridges or obsessed with bumps, oh my God, what she said bumped me. No, what you imagine about what she said bumped you. Right? Always go back to week 1, manifesting mastery. There's gold in that week. It's never what she said. It's never what happened out there. It's what your reaction to it was. Week 1 is gold for that. Yeah. So always go back to that. So Victoria.
Yes.
Any bridges come to mind for you? I got one.
What?
Yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah. How'd you end up in yoga?
Oh, 'cause a friend, Carrie, asked me to go.
When she quit.
Yep. About 2 weeks later.
Absolutely. Joe says my ways are past finding out. Absolutely. Right? Cool. And you get so don't try to figure it out. Don't even try to find it out. Right? Just play. So you obviously imagine something.
Yeah, I wanted to be. Well, yes, that's right. What I imagined was being in the garden and not just pruning a tip off a tree, but like for years and years and years being able to do all the heavy work that I'm used to doing.
Yep. So you imagine when you're older being capable.
Yes.
Cool.
Capable.
So you get it? So she had an imaginal act, and it wasn't about tomorrow necessarily. It was about years from now. You know what? Because she didn't want to be in the garden with a walker and a stick. Right?
Yeah, because I
let me
noticed
weed with a stick.
when I was hauling heavy stuff around in the wheelbarrow or things like that, I'd wake up the next morning and be like, "Oh my God, my back!"
Yep.
And but never thought. I just thought I just want to be able to do all of this stuff for the next 20 years or 40 years, whatever.
Yep.
And at that point, hadn't thought of exercise or any of that stuff. And then Kari said, "Come to yoga with me. You'll love it."
And you went.
And I went.
And she quit.
And I loved it. She quit.
And
I'm still going.
Yes.
And now, every single time I do hard, heavy work in the garden, I don't notice it. The next
Absolutely.
day I'm fine.
Yep.
So, yeah. It's
You know
been
how cool that
ace
is?
on my body. Yeah.
You can't possibly figure them out. So,
Yeah.
boom. One more. So, this whole WarGameDance.com thing. Those were the first 3 calls we did this year.
Yeah.
And that is a model that I've been exploring for over a decade. And so we just decided to dive in with 3 calls with it, make the calls available, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And while going through all that, I had 2 things show up. 1, transcripts. 2, maybe write a book about it, right? And so, I put it up. I mean, I keep going. I've got 1,000 projects, so it's not like I'm sitting here going, well, in my spare time, no, I don't have time, right, to do the transcripts and all that stuff. A lovely fella gets them transcribed, and we've got 3 lovely people editing them right now, right, so that they're readable. And so everyone that gets WarGameDance.com, soon will be able to get the transcripts, right? Yasmin says those calls changed my life. Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Until you realize how much war you actually have in life, and most people don't have a clue, they can't possibly enjoy the game of life or discover the dance they are. And so we really, in the 5-6 hours of those calls, nailed that. But here's the thing. I imagine that going to yet another level, and then some lovely fella gets the transcripts, and we've got 3 other people editing the transcripts so you can actually read them easily.
Yeah.
You get it? All that's put into motion because I've imagined this model really, really having changed the world. And what am I doing? Yeah, I'll be doing the final cleanup.
Nothing.
Nothing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Boom.
we'll be doing the final edit.
Yep. That's what's fun. So did I struggle with it? Nah, not at all. Just let it be fun. Hey, Amy, how are you? So, Victoria,
Yep.
we're going to the dog park today.
We are.
Absolutely.
Then the water filter guy's coming.
Yep. By the way,
Yeah.
one more bridge of incident.
Oh, yes.
Okay. So these are all fascinating, right? When we went to get Victoria's yoga things,
Oh, yeah.
right? $184 worth of yoga things for $84. They gave us a $100 gift card. Why? Because I'm the guy that gets top shelf at bottom shelf prices, right? I said nothing.
Yeah.
They said nothing to her. They just came over and started talking to me. And they asked me a question. Is she worth 100? I'm thinking, is she worth 100? 100 what? I don't know. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking $100, whatever, 100%. It's like, of course she is. And we're talking, and I'm telling them, look, she does yoga. She gets good yoga stuff, right? We're not going to just, get her used shit and just so on and so forth. We want her to have good stuff, right? Keep the bits where the bits belong. And so for some reason they said, yeah, you know what? We've got this thing going on. We got to give away $100. Yada, 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 yada. We've been looking for 2 weeks now. Can't find anybody we want to give it to. We want to give it to you. Boom, that's the short version.
Yeah.
But you get the bridges, right?
Yeah.
By the way, part of the bridge with that involved my computer crashing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So
because
my...
we had to take your computer to the Apple store at Doncaster.
Right.
So then it was something
So-
like, well,
So when I say we don't leave the house much, we don't, right?
Yeah, that's
because
right.
the Doncaster's only 20 minutes away, right? But we still don't go there like maybe once a year, right?
Yeah.
And we went there because, well, it was like 2 years since Victoria's, one of her birthday gifts was the yoga things.
Yeah.
And we've actually made it to the mall because my computer died. Cool, now my computer's a screamer,
Yep.
right? And so is she. I mean, like,
I
oh,
got
you should
goody
see
yoga
her
gear.
in those outfits.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
Okay.
All
Cool.
Howard, welcome to you. Big love.
Okay. Thanks,
Alrighty.
Bernadette. You have a
Gorgeous
great
hair.
day
This
too.
is Catherine.
Oh, thank you, Catherine.
All right, so shall we
Yeah.
tell them where to go and leave?
Yeah, we do, because we've got to be back. Oh, so I saw Yaz and Andrew said they're dropping the kids off to school before they get to the dog park. We've got to be back here, Andrew and Yaz, by 10:15, because our waterfall guy's coming. Anyway, so, yes, we've got to make a move. Go to. No, what we want to know first. We want you to pull a Patty.
Pull a Patty.
And Sheena
just
and
did,
Jay just
right?
did.
What'd you learn?
What you learn about you.
What was your best bit?
And what was your best bit.
I promise you, the people that actually go do that, I don't care if you post it or not, but if you actually go through those questions, you will get heaps more from what we do.
Yeah.
Okay? I promise you that.
Yeah.
And if you listen to the wargamedance.com recordings or join us on a live call, you'll notice we wrap it up with something very similar, and there's a reason why. So, meanwhile, back at the French.
Back at the French, go to freeneville.com.
That's right. Join us at manifestingmasterycourse.com or
Yeah.
get the Word Game
War
Dance.
Game Dance. Yeah.
.com calls.
Is it .com? Is it? Or
Wargamedance.com, of course.
Perfect.
Right.
Okay. And for refunds, go to feelitrealfun.com.
That's right. If you're not there, join us here. Or the
Good
other way.
one, NJ. I'm glad you needed it so much. Hope it was a goodie.
Lovely day, guys. What is a French? Right? It's a combination of two different salad dressings, ranch and
French.
right? Or it's a place, right? It's one of those places that Victoria
It's one of these
drove
made-up
past
words.
out in the western part of
You
the...
always make words up.
Hey, somebody's got to, right? I blame it on the spell check.
Okay. We will see you
God, that was good.
24 hours. See ya.
Yes, we will. Love you guys. See ya. Free Neville
Bye.
out.